Said what's goody, what goody. I'll tell you. I said what's goody, what's goody. I said what's goody, what's goody. I said. Hey man, here goes another week of 4th and 1 hot take. And I mean, it is hot today. Presenting the 4th and 1 hot take this week is no other than Peggy!
What's good, bud? Yeah! Come on now. It's sizzling.
You all right, Peg?
What's good, bud? I'm here.
You ready to rock and roll?
I'm ready to rock and roll.
Tell us what's on the menu for this week's hot take. This episode is brought to you by Roe. It's officially summertime, and let's be honest. Summer brings the vibes, the energy, and let's be real, the romance too. And if you're trying to match the summer heat, Roe Sparks got you covered.
For sure, whether it's beach dates, sundress season, or you're just trying to be spontaneous, Roe Sparks. Make sure you're ready when the moment's right.
Roe Sparks is a prescription treatment that dissolves up under your tongue. And boy, oh boy, it kicks in fast. 15 minutes on average after it dissolves. That's control without the wait time.
And they don't just disappear after one round. They stay active up to 36 hours. So you're ready for round 2 or 3, or even the morning after.
If prescribed, new sexual health patients get $15 off your first order of Sparks on a recurring plan. Connect with your provider at roe.co/4th to find out if prescription Roe Sparks is right for you. That's roe.co/4th for $15 off your first order. Compounded drugs are permitted to be prescribed under federal law, but are not FDA approved and do not undergo FDA safety, effectiveness, and or manufacturing review. For full safety information, go to roe.co/safety info.
So veteran QBs in their role as mentors to young QBs, all right? Should they be fine with mentoring a QB or should they be competing against the young guns, all right? And so here we go. We got Joe Flacco up talking about how to be a mentor, but most importantly, how to be a competitor. And if he's there, he wants to start.
It's a talking point. You can kind of like use it like, because it's a good question to bait somebody into answering, and no matter how they answer it, it kind of makes the guy that's answering it look bad. If I say I don't want to be a mentor, I look bad. If I say I do want to be a mentor, then I look like an idiot that doesn't care about being good and playing football. So it's one of those questions that no matter what I say, you guys can write what you want to write about it. And there's a lot of questions like that. That's why you end up having to try to avoid them. I tend to try to be honest. And I've said I'm not a mentor. I play football. And in a quarterback room, there's a lot of times already.
I'm not a mentor. I play football.
Yeah. Talk to me, boo.
Is he a hater?
He sound like a football player.
Is he gatekeeping?
Sort of, I would say kind of, sort of.
So I relate to this a lot because I went through this in my career. Mm-hmm. In the latter part.
Yep.
Cam, could you be a backup? Cam, you're not a day one starter. Cam. But now I really commend Joe Flacco for really being honest.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
not to say I wasn't honest because I was extremely honest.
And what was your take on that? What did you think when people said
it's a touchy topic because once you've tasted the expectation of starting, it's hard for you to put your competitive nature in the backseat. So it always leads to this. And later on, he began to talk where it's not necessarily about helping out others because that comes naturally. Mm-hmm. Any veteran in any commodity, in the basketball locker room, baseball locker room, football locker room, scratch that. Let's go into just regular day-to-day professions. You know what I'm saying? In the regular workplace environment, you have to ask this question to yourself. Would you help your replacement?
Facts.
As a social worker, as a school teacher, as a lawyer, as a doctor, would you help your replacement? Would you help the intern? You know what I'm saying?
If you know they coming here to take your job. Not like you quitting. I'm here trying to, y'all telling me I'm bringing somebody in to kick you out, and you just want me to be
And it's glaringly evident that, hey, they drafted 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Not just 1, 2.
Yeah. And got a young with Kenny Pickett in there. And Deshaun Watson. Yeah.
So I agree with Joe Flacco because this is the thing that every rookie or every young player or person must understand to this degree.
Talk to me.
It's nobody's job to teach you nothing. Nathaniel. It's your job to make sure that you learn at your rate. It's your job to learn that, hey, how do I take notes? And this is the thing that I did that a lot of people probably do too, but I was always observant to not just my position group.
Okay.
Because I had great veterans when I first got to Carolina. I had Derek Anderson.
Yeah.
I also had Jimmy Clausen, who I was openly competing for, for the starting job, but also team trust. I also had a guy by the name of Joe Webb.
Uh-huh.
And there was numerous guys that came along, but for the most part, those are the guys who I learned from directly. Why? It's because I seen their meeting mannerisms. Coming in with coffee, coming in with notebook, coming in with iPad. How do they take notes? And then it's not like looking on their page, or it's when certain things are said, you know what's being jotted down.
Gotcha.
You take heed and you start seeing like, oh, I see. There's also some players who I learned from indirectly. Julius Peppers, Jordan Gross, Ryan Khalil, Steve Smith, Luke Kuechly, Thomas Davis, Michael Orr. These guys that I'm seeing going and coming, passing in the locker room, observing in the team meeting, seeing who's asleep, who's nodding off, who's observant. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Those are guys that you got to look at as a young player and understand, oh, okay. But it doesn't just stop there, Peggy.
Talk to me. Where does it stop?
As a professional, you need to learn how to be a professional, especially a young guy. And nobody is going to say, come on, man. I'm going to give you all the tricks of the trade. I remember this conversation. It happened virtually over DM. And I reached out to Tom Brady. And, we had good banter going across, but it halted when I asked this question. Hey, yo, bro, I'm trying to link up with you and learn from you. I teach you all the tricks in the trade when I get done.
Yeah. That's real.
Is that gatekeeping?
And was this during the time you were going to...
This is when he was in Tampa.
Okay, and you was going to New York.
Is that gatekeeping?
Yeah.
I respect it. Why? It's because I seen this happen in real time, right? Okay.
Because it could be both.
It could be both ways. It's just subjective to who's seeing it.
Yeah.
I respect Tom Brady so much because he is the greatest of all time on paper, resume-wise. There's no other winningest quarterback in the league history than Tom Brady. So why wouldn't you want to learn from that guy? But also that guy understands, hey, bro, I had 20 plus years of taking notes, jotting down things. I did it.
You can't skip the line.
You can't skip the line. You can't take the elevator to success. You just can't go to Dr. Miami and just get Super Bowl rings.
Yeah. That's real.
Oh, bro, this is not an automatic car, ladies and gentlemen. This is a manual.
This stick shift.
Don't let that fly over your head, your dreads, or your toupee. You have to do the work.
Yeah.
And nobody is going to give you this magical pill and just say, okay, you take this and then boom, you're going to learn everything. You have to study, all right? You have to take notes. You have to jot down things. And this is the kicker. This is the knee slapper. This is the nipple twister. When you start talking about the totality of a professional athlete, it just doesn't just stop in the meeting room. It also talks about, or you also have to think about nutrition. How do you take care of your body? Off season.
Personal life.
How do you manage time management? How do you have emotional intelligence? How do you know when to be yourself, but also be taken seriously? These are all things that you just have to learn and observe. So with Joe Flacco, he's saying, hey man, if you be around me long enough and you ask the right questions and you are observant, it'll be right there.
That's
in front of you.
mentorship within itself.
But what I'm not gonna do is just say, hey bro, I'm not gonna just, hey, you see all these notes right here? There you go, bro.
I know I'm not starting, so I'm just going.
Nah.
But I don't even think that's beneficial to a younger player though. You know what I'm saying? Like even with that, it's like if you just said, all right, I'm cool. I'm just not even gonna give him my all. I'm gonna just worry about your progression. You're not even pushing the people in your position group or your team to be better.
And the best way to learn is realizing that you have to get better. I would say it this way too. Every single person, every single athlete had a different onboarding experience to their team. Make sense to you?
Elaborate on that though.
So as a first round pick,
Yeah.
you're a priority. Hey, Rook, hey, come on, man, come on. Now you're standing next to coach. You know, you're looking through the script.
You got to play now. We need you right now.
They're trying to get you ready right now.
Right now.
You are a priority.
Yeah.
Okay. Secondary emphasis. Middle round, late round. Get in how you fit in.
Yeah.
Right? So coach is pandering to the first round pick, and now you get thrusted in there. All right. See that? Do it again. 18, huh? Me? Yeah. Get out. You're trapped.
Yeah.
What's wrong, coach? I ran the outright. It was a sight adjust. Your guy blitzed.
You get less opportunity
You get less opportunities, but it's nobody's responsibility.
to know it but yourself while you stand on the sideline.
Hello. Yeah. And then you have the guys who have the emphasis of get in how you fit in. That's the free agent. That's the walk-on.
Undrafted free agents, yeah.
That's the guys that's just like, bro, man, I swear I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna work harder than anybody. But bro, this ain't no strongman competition. Your rep may be in the meeting room. All right, here we go. Rep 3. 18. Yeah. What is he supposed to do right here? Slant.
You got to stay ready.
That was your rep.
Yeah.
That's what they don't understand in the league. The big leagues.
Reps ain't only on the field.
Reps ain't just on the field. Also, the meeting clearly starts at 8:30.
Yeah.
You strolling in there at 8:27, 8:29.
That ain't it.
He ain't ready. Hey, so-and-so, the head trainer. Hey, is so-and-so getting treatment? Nah, I seen him leave right after practice. I haven't seen him yet. Oh. Bet. But you keep coming up in practice talking about your hamstring hurt. Your knee hurt.
But you ain't staying
Your
back.
ankle sore. See, these are the things that you have to start observing, young player.
Yeah.
And ain't nobody gonna say, hey, bro, come on, do this. Hey, take care of your body. Hey, bro, you gotta make weight. Hey, man, put that honey bun down, man. Put them chips down, man. Put that candy down, bro. Man, get these sunflowers. Everybody ain't gonna do that, dog.
So observation is key when it comes to mentorship.
Of course it is. And it's not somebody's responsibility to say, hey, man, look at this.
Yeah.
Because if it don't hit you and say, oh, well, let me write this down. Ain't nobody gonna say, hey, bro, let me see your notes. No.
So from your perspective, obviously even in New England, you was already there. They just drafted Mac Jones. Was there ever a situation when Mac was like, yo, Cam, teach me? Like even when he got drafted, did you call him? Did you say, hey, I got you? What was your mentality there?
Honestly, unfortunately, no, it wasn't. And I think Mac was a interesting talent.
Okay.
Because it was evident that, you know, he was going to be the guy. Mm-hmm. But I'd be damned if I was just gonna lay down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You didn't block him, but it's like I'm competing for him.
Yeah, for sure. Nah, granted, I didn't withhold information. And there were some things that if we look back, I could have assisted Mac Jones as a backup or just being in the locker room, you know, without just being released. But I didn't, or the organization didn't think I could be an asset for him, right? Mac Jones, from what I've heard from many different sources, he thought it was Alabama. He didn't know how to relate to players, right? Like the bad body language. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't, these are guys that you're going to war with. You gotta buy into them. You gotta lean into them. You gotta play the game outside the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I could have taught him that. Because this is the thing when I got to New England that it was glaringly apparent. But also, I also wanted to tell everybody, bro, I'm not Tom Brady, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to be Tom Brady.
No.
I dance. I don't stretch in practice. I don't do that. This is my way of getting myself going. That's not me. Stop expecting 12 when I'm number one.
Yeah.
I learn different. I lead different. I am different. And it was just this, why is he doing that? Why? He dresses up every single day? That's weird. Like, what are you doing? He's still working. Like, why is he doing so much cardio? Cam's still here? Oh, what is he doing down there?
But even during that time, it was mentors like Slater or stuff. Did they, even as a professional and a vet, did you even have people that mentored you during that time, or you watched even the Patriot way during that time, like Jules or Slade?
Yeah, bro, you have to be aware as a player.
Okay.
Observant. To your words.
As a rookie or a vet?
Just everything. You have to. Because if you don't, certain things, certain gems will pass right in front of your eyes without you just saying, hold on. Bro, how you always leading in the lines? What is he doing? Matter of fact, let me look at this dude. I need to see. Man, everything that he eat, I'm gonna eat.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, let's chat. I'm on your bumper.
Yeah.
Like the ops in the doggone hood. I'm on your bumper. I
Straight
need
up.
to see. Cause some ain't adding up.
Yeah.
What you did this weekend, bro? Cause that's the key to longevity.
Yeah. How did you stay around here so long and be
You
successful?
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, bro, for the perennial Pro Bowlers, for guys who've been to the play, hey man, what's that like? See, too many times these kids, these young players, they too cool. And I'm not gonna say this is a new thing because it was happening when I was there. And this was the wilding thing. It was like, yo, bro, like you got so much experience, but you're just so cool. It's like, nah, bro, I'm telling you how these coaches are.
Yeah.
Bro, they taking notes of you because it's so much on the line now.
They job.
Drafting you, standing on the table and say, hey, we want to draft Cam Newton. But why though?
Yeah.
Man, I believe he's gonna be the one. Yeah, but why? He only had 1 year of college, but why? When you succeed, that coach succeed. But guess what, Peggy?
Talk to me.
When you don't succeed,
That coach.
gets fired.
Yeah. That's real.
So why do you feel the entitlement should just be that a player or even a coach should just bow down and
Just come in and just let you.
no, it
How you
don't work
work.
like that.
Yeah.
It don't work like that. So whether you Joe Flacco, whether you are Jameis Winston, Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, as a veteran, bro, nobody's gonna sit up here and just hand it all to you.
But that's what I was gonna ask you too, though. I'm glad you said those, like Aaron Rodgers or the Tom Brady's. Like even when you talked about, obviously Tom Brady, even with Garoppolo in New England, he was like, man, he got to go and get up out of here. Aaron Rodgers, we hearing now, with Jordan Love. It's like I'm not showing y'all the ropes, or I'm not just buddy with y'all. Like I might show y'all might learn off the way I do it. But I'm not just saying, here, put you in this place, and shine. Because obviously I got to feed my family. And I'm still on the throne. I'm still at the helm. So even with that, though, that situation, though, Cam, like, I know you're saying these guys aren't wrong or whatever, but should you show anything to the rookies or the newcomers. Like for you, he was like, I didn't actually open the door for Mac Jones, but if he asked me, I would give him some. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't say it that way. I'll put it like this.
All right.
And there's a quote that says, anything and everything that is great or has ever been great leaves crumbs and leaves footsteps and also leaves clues. That makes sense to you?
Yeah.
Anything that has ever been great. You look at a Fortune 500 CEO. You look at a successful business owner. You look at a successful coach. You look at a successful player. They leave crumbs. They leave footsteps. They leave clues of, man, he already here.
Yeah.
Man, he got a book full of notes. Man, he always the first one in the training room or the calf, or he already got his workout in. He was here at 5. Golly.
Yeah, that's real.
They leave footsteps. They leave clues and they leave crumbs. You have to be observant. And anybody who ever has the opportunity to witness that, you will be a fool if you don't take note.
Yeah.
Or as they say, them old folks say, if you don't take heed.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
I feel you. But you have two tales of this story, right? You got the Joe Flacco of saying, bro, I'm not a mentor, I'm a football player. Then you have a Russell Wilson in New York. And he was quoted, saying that he's open to mentoring. He feels that Dart isn't a threat to him. Like he's more comfortable and relaxed. Now, honestly, ain't nobody gonna just let you take the chicken off their plate. I'm not just, like my family gotta eat, so I'm not just gonna let him come in and want him to start. But you got Flacco that's keeping it real. You got Russ over here like, oh yeah, man, anything he needs, I just want the betterment. I'm here to.
No. Let me hear what he said.
Let's hear exactly what he said.
Secondhand conversation.
Let's hear exactly what Russ said. So this is Russ.
So what was your reaction to them trading up and getting Jackson and just?
Yeah, Jackson's been great, man. He's a great worker, great teammate. We're having fun, all of us. We have a really good quarterback room. Guys are so focused and working diligently every day. He's going to be an extremely good talent, and everything else, throughout his career.
Does it change anything for you, having a first-round pick in the room with you?
No, it doesn't change anything at all. I think the biggest thing is for me is just being my best every day, leading. I always think about, just leading everybody. Just leading every room, every moment, every time I get step on the white lines, and the opportunity of that. We had a great dinner the other night, all the guys. Brought all the O-linemen and quarterbacks and running backs together. We just had a good time, just tons of laughs and good time together. So, just I think the fellowship of it all is the best part right now.
So the biggest thing with that.
Well,
Russell,
no.
Hold on. I'm gonna break it down because I want you.
Okay.
So Russell, obviously, some of the biggest things he was saying was like, the ability to lead everybody. So he's in another role than obviously Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco is, fighting for a job. It's a dog pound in there. Versus Russ is the pursuit. Like he should be the starter in New York. Now I'm gonna ask you this: does your comfortability or you being solid or solidified in a role change the way or dictate the way that you welcome a new rookie in? Or is this cap? I mean, call it, Cam.
Russell Wilson is deflecting like a mug.
For real.
He's like, come on. You talking about a dinner? Man, the question was about Jackson Dart.
Yeah.
Not everybody. And you could tell who's media trained and who's, oh man, yeah, it's great. Yeah, man. Like, listen, man, did I tell y'all about my weekend? Yeah, it was great. Yeah. We want to know about Jackson Dart and you, man.
Yeah.
Now, the question was, does anything change? Or does this change anything? Man, you, I, and everybody know that you're walking on thin ice. Mm-hmm. Russell Wilson. You're also walking on thin ice, Joe Flacco. That's just the truth. As a veteran, your days are numbered.
Yeah.
So every rep, it counts. Yeah, you know the answers to the test, but whether you give them up or not, you got to be that much better. And he just has to be that much lesser. Mm-hmm. Because If Jackson Dart shows any signs that this team is in good hands with him, the New York Giants will move forward with Jackson Dart. Mm-hmm. There ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put it in this way.
Talk to me.
If Jackson Dart is 50% and Russell Wilson is 60%, guess who they're going to go with?
Jackson Dart.
Hello.
There's a few. We might as well just go ahead with.
Hello.
Just go over the bumps right now.
Hello. If Shadur Sanders is 60% and Joe Flacco is 70%,
They're going Shador.
or Dylan Gabriel.
They're going to go whatever the young gun.
Hello.
You see it in Atlanta.
Hello.
And they done paid out your boy Kirko.
Man, look, take that little bit of money, man, and get on. Get
And they
on.
still got him as a backup just in case.
Get on, man.
But they starting the young
What you
gun.
think this is, man? Well, how much we owe you? Yeah.
So, Ken, I got to ask you. So, Will Grier, was that a different approach from him in Carolina versus Matt Corral? I mean, not a Matt Corral, but Mac Jones in New England?
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying. How did you receive
drafted
the two
Will
different?
Grier in the third or fourth round.
So the
That's a
heat is
safety
different.
pick.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay, I got you. That's a safety net.
They drafted Jackson Dart in the first round, guy. Mm-hmm. Hello. They drafted Dylan Gabriel in the later round.
Yeah.
But they doubled up and drafted.
Shador.
Hey, hold
So
on.
that's more than just a safety.
Come on
Yeah,
now.
that's like,
Come on. Listen to the context clues. They drafted Mac Jones top 10.
Yeah.
Or in the first round. So I was, whoa, what's going on here? Hey, let me tell you.
But what does that feel like when you see, even though they'll call, hey, we're just grabbing a guy. I just want to let you know.
Man, they ain't letting that happen because, man.
Talk to me about that part because people don't understand.
Bruh.
They see it, but they don't understand it. They don't
Bill
feel it.
Belichick called me to draft that night after the pick. I'm
said
like, man, because I was under the interpretation that they was not going to get a quarterback. That's what they told me.
And then draft night.
They drafted Mac. I was like, what? Who? And with the blank pick, the New England Patriots select Mac Jones. I'm like,
And you get the phone call. And they was just like, and what do they tell you? They ease your spirit? Like, we're just getting them.
Nothing else changes, Cam. You're still a guy. I mean, we're just going to observe it. Now it's a competition, and we're going to take get the best guy. I'm like, what am I going to say? Man, no, man, release me, trade me. You don't got no juice.
Now, what about with Will Grier? Did they tell you that they was bringing him in?
No, but it was the third round,
pick,
so
yeah,
it wasn't as emphasis on that pick.
Yeah,
You
I
dig
get
what I'm
you.
saying?
I get you.
It's like they were trying to get depth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't more so than depth and getting your replacement is two different draft picks.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when Matt came in there, it was like, oh, we trying to compete. I'm all game for it. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm not going to do, and I'm in the same boat as Joe Flacco, I'm not about to sit up here and give you my whole
cheat sheet.
No, I'm not going to do that.
There's only one of us that can be out there.
Hello, we ain't like no receivers.
That's true.
We not like linebackers. We not like safeties and DBs. It only can be one. And the last time I checked, they don't platoon quarterbacks.
Yeah.
They don't do that.
Yeah.
So that's where I stand with it. So any young guys who see this, it's not that people are gatekeeping. It's not like people are not expecting you to succeed. It's like, bro, be observant. Become a real professional. Understand that, everything is documented. How you show up to meetings, when you show up to meetings, what do you do in meetings? Hey, how do you take care of your body? The best ability is
availability. If
you're always in the training room and not practicing and showing up on film, bro, the likelihood of you staying on this team, this ain't your coach that's recruiting you, bro.
Yeah,
these people got jobs.
Yes.
That's on the line.
Facts.
Contingent on your success. So they're going to be real brief. And that's the thing that was so disheartening for me, especially growing up in a all-black everything. I went to an all-black elementary school, all-black middle school, all-black high school. So now, when I got a taste of what others coach like, I didn't know. I didn't know how to. I would have preferred you to just cuss me out. God dang it, Newton, you just trash, son. Get back in there, you sorry piece. You know what they do? Don't even worry about it.
Don't.
Come here.
I'm not even gonna argue with you.
Come sit back. Come sit by me. Go on in there. Yeah. And you feel so hopeless.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In the league, don't worry about it. You just lose reps. Come on out of here, man. Man, I'm sorry, coach. Don't worry about it. It won't happen again. I put him in a bad situation. I put him in that situation.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna take him out now.
The moment too big for you, big dog. That's my fault. Won't happen again. Go on out of here.
Yeah.
Go on and get your boy. Hey, coach, hold on. We practicing right now. Coach, just hey, man. I'm trying to get guys better, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
Those are the mental games that they play. They don't have time to pander to your emotions because it costs them just as much as it's going to cost you.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. I guess.
So it will behoove you to be very observant to the OGs or the veterans that's in front of you. And that is this week's hot take.